Hello, my name's Jaleesa, JJ Movie so reviews everybody. Right now I want to give you my Vampire Diaries Season 7 Episode 2 review. This episode is called Never Let Me Go. Now here's the thing what I liked about this episode. This episode just had a lot of interesting things. We get a flash forward episode with not Stefan and Damon like it was the previous episode, but with Caroline. Caroline's in Texas. She's a she basically runs a news station, and she has a fiance, and she apparently never wants to hear Stefan Salvador's name, which is very, very freaking interesting. And at the end of the episode, she gets kind of staked in a way, but she's not knocked out, not killed. So it's very interesting to see in 3 years where all these characters are, but it looks like they're all being hunted. Damon and Stefan were being hunted, now Caroline's being hunted. So it's very interesting to see where all these characters are going. So yeah, I'm looking forward to in 3 years what's happening. Another thing that's also happening, sorry, I had to look at the dang paper because there's so much stuff that freaking happened. One, I like how Enzo told Damon about his BS, that how he chose Damon and Caroline and their friends, their group, many times, but they didn't want him. They found him a little bit crazy and whatnot, and he decided to choose Lily because that's one person who wants him there. But the thing is this, though, it's kind of funny because I kind of think Enzo's now going to go with Lily because he says he doesn't want to be a part of the family, he just wants to be with Lily. In some cases, he initiated that, and Lily is shocked by this. But it's just very interesting that, in the near future, maybe Stefan and Damon are going to call Enzo their new daddy. That's going to be a messed up situation, but it's going to be very interesting. Also, we got the state of how Lily gets her revenge. Because of Malcolm got, basically, because Malcolm was, killed by Damon and Bonnie, Lily is now on her revenge. She kidnapped Caroline, and she basically kidnapped Elena's body. So, what's going to happen now? Well, basically, she explained it to Damon like this. Every single thing, when you were little, that you wouldn't admit that you broke a vase. Your father used to beat you. That didn't work, so I did the only thing. I took your toys, and then you cried. But it's also realized the fact that she also took Stefan's toys, too. So, she's taken away Elena from Damon because he did something wrong, killed Malcolm. And she's also taking Caroline away from Stefan to drive a wedge between the brothers, which they're going to take advantage of, because now Damon's going to look for that one vampire that Lily doesn't have in her family right now, and going to use them as leverage to get Elena and Caroline back, which is interesting. And I like how Damon realizes this is his fault, and Stefan and him are having a rift, but they're not really having a rift between each other right now. But overall, Lily's just a phenomenal... Lily just didn't give a fuck. She's like, you killed one of my families. And I gotta say, just killing off Malcolm, they even left something about... They even made Damon feel guilty because he was the oldest Malcolm of Lily's family. Like a son to her. A real-life son to her. More cases than Damon and Stefan. And Malcolm, this vampire character, it was interesting how all the other members of his family, except for the mute one, Bo, how they all defended Malcolm. He says he picked me up from the streets. He protected me when my family was going to kill me. He reunited me with Bo. There's a lot of love for this family. And I kind of see how Damon is really the villain of this season. In some cases, he's the villain of the non-peace that they have in Mystic Falls. He's the reason why Mystic Falls is in this way, in a way because it's really kind of like what Damon says is kind of similar, his fault. But in so many cases, I just found this episode fantastic. I just thought, I can't wait for future episodes. And there's a hint that one of the heretics named, not Valerie, I believe her name is. I have it written down. Valerie might have a ding with Stefan in the past. And that's just freaking interesting in his diaries. So it's very kind of interesting how Valerie was kind of into Stefan in a way, but I kind of thought Valerie and Bo were with each other because there's something there, Valerie and Bo. Also, we got Nora and Mary Louise, how they're lesbian lovers, but they just love each other, and it's just awesome. And you can see how they're saying, be careful, Caroline, we may look rough, but Valerie's is the worst one of us all. So it's kind of interesting to see which one's the worst one of them all. And I gotta say, it was kind of stupid for Caroline to antagonize Nora and Mary Louise about their dressing and how they wear their stuff. It's just like, really, Caroline, you're gonna get tortured for... Keep your mouth shut. What are you doing? But no, it's just a very interesting episode. I can't wait for a future episode. I think this episode is 10 times better than the premiere of Vampire Season 1. But, I mean, Season 7. But, what a fantastic episode. I can't wait for more to backstory. Can't wait for more flash forwards where all these characters are coming from. I liked how... wait, there's one thing I almost forget before I cut you all off. It's that Alaric has this, like, Phoenix Stone, and somehow it could bring the people back from the dead. But there is something evil about that stone, so it's going to be very interesting where that goes. Can Alaric bring back someone back from the dead? Will it be used for something else? Who knows? Only thing I gotta say, this episode was really freaking fantastic, and I can't wait for future ones. They build upon everything, it has some good action scenes, but in reality, I prefer more good storylines than good actions. And I don't mean storyline soap opera dramas. I mean storylines that gets more into the vampire lore, the vampire characters of their flashbacks, interactions with a mother and a son, Lillian, the Stefan, and Damon. That's more interesting to me than more action. But overall, what a fantastic episode of the Vampire Diaries Season 7, Episode 2, Never Let Me Go review. Yeah, everyone, subscribe, like, discount down the bottom. There's also a girl named Andrea. You should really check her out. Her videos are really good. Check her out for her reviews. And yeah, everyone, named Jalise signing off. Everyone, you good day, everybody. Bye-bye.